Hi everyone, and here we are with the next week of making the box. I'll get little bit done tonight, but I'm not going to get as much done as I'd like to show you the whole box, because there's still a lot of work I want to do on my blocks. So all my blocks are actually all the base bits. They're all stitched down. This one, I just want to do a little bit of embellishing with some hand-dyed wools. This one is going to be thread painted with the hand-dyed wools as well, and some embellishing, so that's got a bit of work. And this one's got a bit of work as well, hand painting, thread painting and some embellishing. This one is pretty much done. So I've actually folded this over the card and just pinned it down, and at the moment I've just got this will be a centerpiece, the inside of the box, this fabric, and I've just folded over the edge. I've got it pinned in place and I'm going to stitch it in a minute. So just so you know, with my pieces of cardboard and my wadding, I glued it down just with Yoo-hoo glue, just the glue stick, just lightly to hold the wadding in place. So I've done that on all my pieces. Okay, so I've never done this before, so hopefully this works. Just a normal sewing machine cotton. I'm going to attempt to, so the wadding's on the front side, so it's a bit puffy, and I'm going to attempt to stitch the backing down. Okay, so just sandwiching it between my fingers, and I'll move the clips as I go along. Am I on screen? Yes. Am I focused? Sorry, wobble wobble, should be focused now. So I'm just sandwiching them and a whip stitch. So you can see my inside fabric and my front panel. And what my plan is to go the whole way round my square so that it ends up being just the one piece with the back and the front done. So I'm not that close to the cardboard, I'm just stitching off the edge. Got to have a little bit of room to stitch. And also when I stitch all my sides together, I need a little bit of room for stitching as well. So what I think I'll do is I will stitch around the whole of this one just to show you. And then this one here only needs a little bit of embellishing, so I'll do that. And then I'll show you how I'm going to butt them up together. And join them. I'll only join 2 tonight because I do want to spend some more time on my panels. I want to do a lot more embellishing before I put my box together. Okay, so I'm going to jump off camera. Just need to move that down a little bit. I'm going to jump off camera. See if I can start tucking that in. And I'll come back when I'm up to the corner just to show you what I'm going to do. I'm literally just going to try and tuck the edges in. If I need to cut across a little bit to get rid of a bit of excess fabric, I'll do that. But I'm going to stitch this first. I'm going to come back to you. Okay, so I'll see you in a sec. All right, so I stitched that corner, which I think looks okay. Just got to be careful not to pull it too far to the top. And I'm going to show you how I did the corner. Pretty simple. So I just had to be careful because I almost pulled that too far off the edge. I've got enough there to get it turned over, but I almost lost it. Might even just put a clip there to try and make sure that I don't pull it off the edge. All right, so all I did with the corner was I had the bit sticking over like that, and I just folded it in. Tuck it in. This bit might be a bit long. It's going to be, let's see how far I have to tuck it in. A little bit of bulk there. I could cut some off. I might just give this a little bit of a trim. Just got a little bit too much there. Okay. So that's only just getting in there. Bit fiddly, but it works. So fold that in, and then where do I need to fold this to? Up to there. Put a clip just to hold it while I go around the corner. Okay, I've still got my thread. Now it does look a bit messy along here, but I've got an idea for how I'm going to cover that. And you won't necessarily see it that well because it'll be sandwiched with, you know, with the corner of the box. So just doing a whip stitch. It's almost like putting two little hexies together and whip stitching them. It's just a little bit thicker. Now on the corner, on the other corner, I just did a few extra stitches just to make sure the fabrics were held together nicely. And I've seen a few people who have done this style of box and they've just gone ahead and done it. So they've worked it out. It's not too hard. Definitely something that I am doing for the first time. But I think it's working out okay. So far, so good. Okay, so a few close stitches near the edge. It's quite thick there. Just getting through the layers of fabric because that's where it's all folded. Okay, so I will continue stitching along and just finish it off and come back and show you this panel done. Oh, that's a bit crooked. Can I make that a bit more straight? I might be able to. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so I'm going to turn off the camera, finish stitching this, and then I'll come back and show you this wall. Okay, so first panel done. Got a little bit fiddly. This was the last corner, a little bit fiddly there, but it'll work. Okay, so I don't know, I'm not going to get all my panels done tonight. I want to do more work on them. I don't want to rush them because, yeah, I want to do more stitching, just random stitching on and stuff. But if you were to imagine that this was then my next panel, okay, so I will position it and fold it over and get a backing piece. I'll work that out soon. So imagine it's all stitched down with its backing piece, even over to here. Okay, to give you the idea, what you would then do is you would butt your two pieces up together and you'd stitch along that seam. Okay, and then you'd do the same for the base. You'd end up with the base as well. So you'll have your 4 sides. Okay, all stitched together. Well, one thing you got to think about is how you want to attach your lid. Okay, so you could run a bit of fabric along there and stitch it so there's just a tiny gap so it can open and close. I'm thinking I'm going to do something like that. You could actually sandwich a piece of fabric or a ribbon or something in there and stitch through so it sticks out, and then sandwich it to the lid so it would open that way. I think I'm going to do something like that, and then I will have a loop that will come up, and I'm thinking a button to keep it closed. Anyway, next week is the week that I have to finish this because it's the last Wednesday. So what I'll do is I'll finish off my panels. I have to do the lid as well. I'll finish off my panels, and then next week it all comes together. I've bent my cardboard. Oh well, it'll be all right. Once it's all together, it'll be quite sturdy. Okay, so I hope that you get the idea of what I'm doing. I know I wanted to be a bit further ahead, but there's still embellishing to do. It's going to take a while. So, yeah, I'm going to jump off. I'm going to go watch a bit of TV, do some more stitching, and just gradually get these bits and pieces done. And it'll all come together next week. I hope. Fingers crossed. Anyway. Thank you for watching. It's not a super long video, but I have done a lot of stitching off camera. So I have actually been working on it quite a bit for the last few days. And it will come together. Oh, and I'm going to show you one thing next week. I've got this textural wool. And to cover my seams, this along, I've got another one as well I want to use. I actually was thinking of putting it down there like a bit of garden stuff. It'll cover my seams. I don't know. I'll decide that next week. I don't know where I got this wool, but it's cool. It's soft. It's like a chenille. All right. So thank you for watching, and I will see you next week. Bye.